Alright, y'all. I'm back with the Aries. I'm gonna do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It's gonna be one video, and we just gonna time stamp it. So I'm gonna time stamp it in the comments so you can see. And then that's how it's gonna go. So let's see Aries for the collective of energy of fire signs, because it's gonna be collectively, but we're doing y'all all is one, because fire signs took over my whole weekly messages the first time. I had to change the setting and everything. I said no ma'am, no ma'am. All right, Aries, let's go. We got the hummingbird on the bottom. Moving too fast. That's fire, ain't it? No, that's air. Oyster. Ooh. I knew that fox. There it goes. Coming out. Turtle, 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 turtle. Get one more. Crocodile energy. I knew it was for somebody else. Let's get one more for the overall. One more. I just need one more. Yes. Yes. Oh, shit. The lamb. Look at the little lamb, but it's reversed. Look at the little lamb. This earth energy. So that means you may not be grounded. This is earth energy within itself. Not grounded. This is the water energy. Not solidified, feeling good in the emotions, and double water. And that's why I said some of y'all are coming uncouth. Uncouth. I'm just playing. No. Alright, okay. But y'all got the fox. Ooh. Thought I seen a glitch in my camera. Y'all got the fox, turtle, and the crocodile and the lamb. Again, like I said, just in a weekly reading, that we're gonna read that for y'all first. The lamb. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Why am I doing that, y'all? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. No, that's water. Wait a minute, I'm gonna read this for y'all before I forget. I like the lamb though. The color, the innocence, the baby. Ooh, what you hear me say? It is earth. Yes. That is peaceful, prophetic, and patient. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. That's why I said some of y'all are not emotionally stable right now. I'm not saying like you sane or something, but you just don't feel sure in this type of moment because you got the moon here, fears, anxiety, some sense of worries. That's why I said, yeah. Okay, it said the lamb is the barrier of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Through the lamb's message may channel through another person. The wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and what? I can't say this word. It will repeat it. We're just gonna say it will repeat it until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. That's why I said I like the lamb. Some people would say it's all about the this little light of mine. Stop. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I don't even know where the fuck they came from. Just go with it. But I said that's that fox energy. You hear me say research the fox. I knew the fox head came out. Go research that. You hear me say pros and cons of a fox, of that grifter energy, being able to get to do You hear me say that is the earth energy. Could be with earthly things, monetary, finances, food, just that hustling ass mentality. Like thinking, swiper, no swiper, swiper, no swiper. Like swiper will always trying to get something just for him. So it could be the selfish reasons or purpose. You hear me say this turtle energy. Turtle is about, you hear me say, the emotions. Could be deep submerged or being able to listen to, like you said, some voice of inner guidance. The turtle, you hear me say, could sometimes, even though it's slow, like you hear me call myself a turtle, it could lack patience within itself or whatever the case may be, and with certain things. So it could be a person that says something one time and feels like it's heard, but it's really not. So it could be that way with you or that way with others. This is the Three of Pentacles and this is the Moon. Like, this is what it is. It's kind of like you have to be ready in a position to be able to learn what's behind there. Like removing of the mask. Then you got the crocodile energy. You hear me say patience. So that's why I said don't be so emotionally driven in this season to where you're becoming ungrounded when it comes to dealing with certain things and situations, to where you just in this bitch just, oh, I'm just trying to do this. Now you're just trying to find a voice of reason or that enlightenment or passion through any and anything. Let's shuffle. But it did give me that sense of fertility. I want to say about the lamb being precious. But then it said the repeating part. Y'all heard this song with the lamb. This is the song that doesn't end. So it may be moments where you're going through and it seems like very repetitive where somebody keep telling y'all something. Because you hear me say, keep in mind Aries is a cardinal sign and it's hard to teach cardinal signs certain lessons because y'all can be so hard-headed. So in the midst of this, the lack of patience when it comes to certain things, somebody may be repeating themselves. This is a song that doesn't end. And it could be a earth or water sign specifically talking to you or you talking to them or about earthly beings, which is the nouns about your emotions or how they impact you or situations. That's why I say it was kind of like, this is the song that doesn't end, and it goes on and on, my friend, and it just started singing, and I knew it like that. Like it just keeps going and it never stops. So it's kind of like when you gon' get off the horse. This is the song that doesn't end. Ooh, I like King of Swords. And it goes on and on, my friend. I knew that King of Wands was reversed. And it just started singing. And alright, I'm done. But King of Wands, King of Swords is upright. That's what I said. I like that though. King of Swords is upright. I like that though. This is the song that doesn't end. But you operating in Libra energy. So this thinking could be trying to be rational about certain things and not being emotionally level-headed. Like you hear me say the Emperor, I'm trying to put it here. The Emperor energy when it comes to matters of the heart, you hear me say, can seem very aloof with being a sister sign to the Libra. Like you could be very aloof, especially when it's upright, so you really don't communicate matters of the heart. You have to go into a sense of showmanship and learning. Like you hear me say, unpacking that. And I say just necessarily when it comes to all signs, I say air signs and fire signs are the worst when it comes to emotional type matters. Because it's kind of like y'all either do too much when it comes to y'all emotions or you do not enough. So it's kind of like tricky. It really is. Alright, so you got Three of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Ooh, pretty brown eyes, you know I see. Yeah, why is that in my head? You got Three of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Ooh, you may not trust certain people to build with at this type of moment when it comes to partnerships. You may be ooh, I don't like that. You don't trust nobody or somebody don't trust you. That's what I said with this fox type energy. It's like a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Boom. I'm a hustler. Yes, yes. Back at that King of Swords type energy, knowing what you need to cut out and being logical and making decisions. But logic and emotion does goes hand to hand. But when you don't express them, or you willing to go deep and submerge, what's the purpose? Especially when you're not grounded and thinking clearly. It's just going to be fast acting, quick instances to situations. But you got Three of Swords and you have the Four of Wands, and this is the Ace of Wands. This is the energy where you don't trust people to build with you when it comes to creativity or a hand in certain things, especially when it comes to teamwork and partnerships. It's like a trust thing. Like, you don't trust when it comes to others easily, especially when you're saying, "Here you go, I give it to you to do," or "You shut up." You don't trust people easily to do things for you. And this is where the Ten of Wands energy is. It's kind of like tired for them, burden some way down. You possibly go over details, mulling. And it's kind of like, this is where it may be time for partnerships. That's all I got to say. Because what's the purpose? Do y'all hear this nigga in the background? But what's the purpose of having a team when you don't trust them? Ten of Wands, gotta push the boat by yourself. You got Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Suns. It's kind of like fear of making the wrong decisions or at a space when it comes to indecision. That's what it kind of gives me, especially with this Page and the Sun. It's kind of like somebody isn't very happy. It's kind of like when it comes to you, you may be trying to please too many people at once. Or you may be trying to do too much when it comes to other things, especially with financial type situations. Not the longevity. You hear me say the Page is the Page. Then it goes into the Knight. And then he goes into the King. You got Seven of Cups upright. The Illusionist. Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This Seven of Cups, you hear me say, this is the emotional aspect, but it kind of gives me with teamwork and partnerships. It's kind of like, let me see what it is, like trying to mask certain emotions behind certain things or certain parts, and not being realistic about what people give to you in a sense of a value, of you valuing yourself more in a romanticism type state. This is the Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups, like being in this energy where you hear me say when it comes to you doing certain things, it kind of puts you in a position to where you feel like it's a space of regret, or I should have never did that, or I feel like I missed out. It's constantly missed out because the Queen of Wands is upright, but if she's in the Seven of Wands position when it comes to taking a risk, she could be very clouded when it comes to her judgment. And especially, you hear me say this here too, because you may not trust people or they may not trust you when it comes to certain things for us building. You hear me say this Team of Wands, but this is here, like this is the heartache, backstabby, withdrawn, like those type of situations. Like this is the poisonous that's like in you that needs to be purged out, or whatever the case may be, before it comes to other decisions. Like being very clear when you hear me talk about submerging. This is the negativity. This is the things that over time have weighed you down. But let's go. So yes, let's go. Oh shit, thought it came out. Let's go. Ooh. Make sure y'all check out my weekly reading too. It should be through uploading in just a couple 30 minutes or less. I'm taking my time. I'm gonna make sure I don't get up on YouTube, so I can just go on upload all the way through. Tell you my other phone messed up, so I can go on YouTube on that one. Don't ask me why I like two phones. I don't know. Sometimes I like to think I'm a pimp. I'm just playing. And don't like to talk on either one of them. It's just stupid. I bet y'all like, girl, what I'm trying to get them all out. So when I keep it rolling, I can keep it rolling. Pretty brown eyes. Alright, we need something else. Bottom of the deck, this is the screen. Girl, this reading looking more like... That's why I told you I stopped my whole weekly reading, because I'm telling y'all, it was like the messages was for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I said, and Aquarius. I was like, no. Y'all won't take over my weekly reading. I just have to do it in 4 fucking parts, all together with timestamps. This is a strength. You hear me say this is, again... Taming the inner lion, doing too much, the speed, the fast. What do you bring attention to? Like, what is it when it comes to people? Like, who is the true alpha in this type of moment? Like, what are you? This is confidence. This is inner confidence. This is outer confidence. Being able to believe in others, or you. Like, you hear me say, The male lion, he's a very show-offy, Knight of Wands reverse type energy, but at the same time, the female lion is the best hunter. So it's kind of like, what is the aspects of you that you are highlighting that you see in others to be able to build a sense of trust when it comes to you and your emotions. All right, so let's go. Let me pick up all these because y'all like, yes, it's a lot. So again, you got Nine of Pentacles. This is you. You hear me say needing to do all the work, reaping all the harvest, but at the same time, this Ten of Wands energy, you are so tired. That's why I said, why are you around people if you can't trust them? Why are you inviting them in your home, your business, or sense to your creativity if you do not trust, or you feel like they have your best interest, or you always feel like you have to hide, or they block, or they do not add to your sense of you? Because 6... 4 minus that gives you 6, take away 1, 5. It's an unstable environment, especially when it comes to 4 wands. This is all about the Emperor energy, gaining control, being able to give orders of who knows what, no matter when it comes to a leader or alpha, whoever's leading a sense of pack. Even the person, shouldn't nobody around you feel like they should be able to challenge you with who you is in a space to be disrespectful, to where it leads to the 3 of Swords energy, to heartbreak, betrayal, and backstabbing. That's what it's all about. Control. It's not about controlling in a sense of to humiliate, emasculate, defeminize, or desensitize someone, but you should not be able to challenge me if I say I am in my strength, like to weaken me. Iron sharpens iron. But it goes back to the Nine of Pentacles energy. You hear me say, back at one with self. Back with you. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to blow my breath. You have the Magician, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment. Like, reaping the own fruits of your labor. It could be you going through some sense of to where you may be going through like some, I want to say, health challenges. Because if you so money gun ho or so driven doing a lot of shit, you may karmically be like, sit your ass down. Like divine may be like, sit your ass down. That's hurting for a reason. Or this bothering you emotionally. Sit down. Like this the energy. Sit down. Like in this type of moment, because this is the Queen of Pentacles, this is the Judgment. Like this is risky type things when it comes to you and to who or what is it that you need to be in this type of moment. It's kind of like you're not plotting on sure ground. Like it's like you just like you are trying to go and hoe up gravel and say, yeah, I'm gonna plant some corn over here. It's like, what? Nigga, this is concrete. Like, that's what it is. So that's why I say it's like in this moment, if you're going through this, kind of like a sit your ass down. Like, from divine. If you may be going through some sort of sicknesses or illnesses that's coming about. Because you got Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Somebody's very stingy. I would be stingy too if I was around culture vultures. I'm just being honest. I would be stingy if I was around people who always take or always need to expect from me. And you hear me say, when you're in a leadership position, you are able to say, you do this and you do this, to be able to build a sense of trust, and you build with an example, not to say, well, okay, well, so-and-so, I'm going to help you start a business, and you know they ain't going to do it, but you go and pick up for them. Let the motherfuckers fail. People learn from their mistakes. It's not saying you're an asshole, but people have to learn from their mistakes. And it's also learning when it comes to money matters, how it entices a sense of control. And Ace of Cups, like, and even with you hear me say learning how to be a little bit more open when it comes to being stuck, like being logical, operating in air energy, where you see all these pentacles, being stuck and rooted and saying, no, this is what I want, this is how I'm gonna get it, this is what it's gonna do, and it's like, that's gotta go, that's gotta go. That's gotta go, because it wouldn't surprise me right now if somebody got like sacral, heart, head, sacral, heart, crown, and root chakra type problems, meaning legs, sexual issues, heart, congestive heart, those type of things, feeling with hands, those things, head, headaches, time. Or you feeling like some emotional tug to get some sense of awareness for you, especially with this Magician in reverse. And I'm not speaking over nobody, I'm sorry. But it's could be somebody around you or a situation, but it does give me like, it's this sit your ass down. I'm telling you, you know how you tell them badass kids, like, sit down. Like, you just got to hold their head. Like, that's what it giving me, like, divine is doing it to y'all. Like, sit down. Like, you just got your head and just sit down. Like, you take that badass kid in the store, you just Gotta hold their head. This is a star, and this is the Five of Cups, and this is the Hermit energy. Over time, when it comes to you, it's kind of like you want some recognition, especially, and you want to be seen and you want to be noticed in this type of moment. But it's kind of like when it comes to you, you are not, because it's kind of like in order to get it, you have to be it. So it's going about through certain things or instances, getting caught up on family, work, money, all of the nouns that is requiring your whole, and that are requiring a piece of you that you think is you, that it's like, hey, what are you really giving to? This is the Hermit on the verge of shutting down, closing out social media, stop researching certain things, like gun ho in a sense for information, taking time to go within and learning certain things. I'm not blowing for y'all though. I'm really not. Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. I'm wrapped up in plastic, by the way, and it's like, whew, you know, nine, six. Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Look at that Queen of Pentacles energy. You hear me say that's the inner narcissism within us, or you know somebody that's narcissistic, or it could be a mom, a parent, or parental type issues, to where, especially you see these in feminine energies where they base their worth off other women or their mom, or saying, I'm not going to be them, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do the total opposite. Like, say for instance, you came from a parent who had kids at an early age, or a father who wasn't this, and he didn't give you the kind of nurturing. You planned to be the mere opposite when it comes to you and how people see you. But that energy there keeps you in a space of being vulnerable, and you have to always be defensive and fight for who you are, versus just saying, this is how I am. Like, this is a part of who I am. It's like this acceptance that's coming from the outer world that needs to be reciprocated inwardly. Well, it could be a mom. That's all I gotta say. Or a parent, parental type issue, or parenting. You hear me say Queen of Pentacles. When I see that, that's at a time where a mom, she like, who I'm about to choke the shit out these motherfucking kids, where her patience is less, or somebody despises parenting to where it's kind of like and needing that sense of break, especially behind that Hermit. 8 of Cups, this is the 8 of Wands, and this is the World. Like you hear me say, this is the emotional display situation that goes on, like having to fight. Well, no, I do this because, no, I do this, or I need this. Like constantly trying to fight in an instance to be emotionally understood. This is the 8 of Wands, and that is the World. Like you hear me say, being fixated on certain things over time, constantly being stuck, taking those things with you. It's kind of like you may be saying you leave this behind, but emotionally in that backpack, it's taking more. She still got a wand with her. You see that? She's still walking with a wand. So it's like the actions were made based off this emotional display. So that's why I said that's what's going on. Because you got Knight, King, and the 4 of Cups. This is where you hear me say that energy not being able to accept help and receive it at the same time. I think I said this in y'all. I said this in Virgo read. My bad. But this is the, can y'all see that shit? Because my wrist hurt flipping this bitch over like this. You got girl, you got Knight of Wands, King of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. This is like somebody who could emotionally get stuck in a rut in situations and feel like they don't need no help because they got it. So it's kind of like if they do overcome it, I don't know why this makes it seem like it's a deja vu. They could become very arrogant, problematic. They could be jealous about certain things, the attention of certain things that they don't get or receive from others. This could be somebody doing this to you when it comes to the 6 of Wands energy. We was talking about friends and the nouns of other people. It's kind of like hating your success because other people hate your success, because it takes the confidence, because it goes into other areas of showboating of the lifestyle. So it's connected with family or friends and all these different types of people. So you hate what you have because other people lack, or you lack what other people have. This is where the energy comes from, and it's too prideful to say that. You could be dealing with somebody like this. It don't have to necessarily be you. Let me just put that out. Knight of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is it. That learnmanship, rushing in, communicating. It's like you rushing back. That feisty image. Because you hear me say the Knight can be a formidable opponent, especially with this Lamb. You hear me say that peace, prophetic, that divinity type energy, or whatever the case may be, needing to rush in to show the good, like uncompromising about it. No, 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 no. Sometimes you gotta be quiet. Like for real. Like that's where the Lamb is constantly repeating its message to you. So if you're going through repetitive situations where you feel like, oh, I just need to act I just need to hear a voice from God. And it's like, God comes, you know, like you see people say, oh, I need a voice from God. And you keep going through the same thing over and over again. And God, like, nigga, I'm telling you. Like, and you not listening because you want to hear that still voice, but you may not have that, like, higher dimension connection with it. That don't mean go off and search for it again, projecting and leaving some internal type battle when it comes to you ascending or operating with someone else. But it means, like, shit, I'm going to take it. I'm going to fuck with what you saying. And if it don't hit, it don't hit. But I can take it. I can take it with a grain of salt. Every message is not gonna be my message. It's not. So that's that energy, though. It really is. It's like every message ain't gonna be your message, but some messages may hit or may not. Like even in tarot. Period. Everybody be coming for a message that listens for them, and it's kind of like you may not take away what you can hear. This is the devil energy. That's why I said somebody's so used to being INDEPENDENT. I did not spell it right though, but just go with it. Though I said this is somebody you hear me say ooh baby, this is a lack of patience. Look at that devil and that king of sword will cut anything and anybody off. Ooh, show you right. Ace of Pentacles and that shit blocks you or limits you. Like you will cut off anything and anybody. Ooh. Look at that Temperance and that Nine of Cups. I said that though. Somebody lack a shitload of patience. Baby, you will block your own manifestations. Look at that right there. That's the Three of Cups. Look at that Ace of Pentacles. You will block your own damn manifestations of certain blessings, of certain assistances, and things that come in for you because you're so impatient. This could be a person or somebody you work with, or needing to see something so quickly. Like that Nine of Cups getting mad. Well, it's not here, but you move so rash to the point where it's kind of like you didn't want it. Like some people better recognize when you manifest or you're working with spiritual beings, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being reversed, and you're trying to manifest from a dark space, or you're taking certain things, you will cut your own shit off. You will cut your nose off to spite your face. Well, it's supposed to be here. Her magic works like this. Motherfucker cut their whole face off just to. I'm telling you, ooh, shit, my bad, y'all. Forgot I got my thing on. The mosquitoes ate me. Sorry, damn. But the Nine of Cups, you would cut your whole nose off to spite your face and then sit there and be unhappy because of the lack of patience. This is the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles that's going back to that instability. I don't know who you're partnered with. I don't know who you friendships with. I don't know. Like, you hear me say, I see a lot of people that is rich that buy big-ass homes. And you hear me say, you're the only person staying in that motherfucker. You got about 7-bedroom home. You hear me say they running from something internally. Like, it could be that, but it's like you ain't gonna let nobody live in that motherfucker with you. You ain't gonna get no girl, no kids, no dogs. Like, you ain't gonna work out of it, you know. And then it's kind of like you see the people that get this, where they be on some, man, this my family, this my family. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't work with you. They work against you. Because everybody think family is blood related, and it's really not. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a monetary gain, so it could be business contractual type of situations. Could just be monetary sense. But I'm telling you, if you act like you got it, people gonna come to you and ask you for it because you said you got it. Remember that. If you act like you got it, people gonna come to you because they know you gonna give it. Three of Wands. I want to get away. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah. Because it's like, here, listen. This is travel. This is movement. This is the Three of Swords. This is that 6. You ever say that people be looking for that in their life that bring a sense of balance and harmony, or whatever the case may be. People that complete them, that don't dominate them, that are honest, that highlights, they give them a sense of transparency to be whole. That's what I said. That's what it is. I want to get away. I want to. I ain't one. Ready to let go. At any given moment, you can let go. I told y'all. She's not tied up. Look at this. She's not tied up. She's got a hand behind her back, sitting there. I want to get away. I want to get away. Upside down. But at least it's upright, though. It's kind of like you got to let go. Shed old things. Especially old roots. This is the Queen of Swords, though. Ooh, who is this woman in y'all life? Is this a mother? Because it could be an absentee mother or a parent, parental type things. Then we hear me say with the Three of Pentacles being reversed, that is learned behaviors from parents that we pass on. So, ooh, Seven of Swords. Who is this person? Who is this mama? Who is this person? Who is this? Who is this mom? Who is this person? Who is this behavior? Jesus, they are hypercritical and they are very sneaky and manipulative. So I don't know if you learned this from your mama or absentee or you being absent. Like, this is that nippy behavior. Like, I seen a post that was on Twitter. It said it's so sad that so many men, so many single moms had to raise boys, and niggas don't well, men don't know how to manage their emotions because their whole life they saying their mama do this. And you hear me say 15, that was a challenging time for me, tweets, and I hated it because my son had never seen me come uncouth like that. So I'm glad I got over there real quick because I didn't want my son to be out here on that type of shit. But this is the Queen of Swords and this is the Seven of Wands. That's why I said that's like, who is this Queen of Swords? It's like Libra energy. Does it matter to you? Libra. It could be water or it could be air. Air. It could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Who is that? Let me hear them so I can end y'all shit because I'm going to merge all these in one and I'm going to upload them up. Ten of Cups. That's why I said, who is this? Like, this ain't that type of... It's kind of like you want somebody to come in and reciprocate all the things you do. At the same time, if you're trying to manifest or bring in some sense of support, but the trust and the lack that you have with building or with someone or time and patience, especially when things do not go your way. I don't know who this message is for. You will take from your own Ten of Cups just to cut your nose to spite your face. Ooh-wee. There you go. There go the lovers. That's why I said that's tricky though. When you're trying to get in love, be honest. Those new soul contracts, new levels, a space of divinity, honest. It could be sex. Like, literally, I'm telling you, like, you will. Ooh, that's scary. King of Wands, and that's the Nine of Swords. That's why I said that's you. You would take from your own self just to be happy. That's a scary person to be around, I'm telling you. And it don't give me a malicious intent. Now, I'm not saying go be with this person. It may be malicious, but this Queen of Swords behind her, they're very malicious. So it could be how you be communicating or how you speak or converse with others. You hear me say, especially in a emotional front or about your emotions. But this here, you hear me say, when it comes to you and your own happiness or the happiness of others, that risky, flighty, not wanting to get to the root of your own emotions, you would take from it just because it ain't the way you want it to be. Overall, we got the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, Hierophant, Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Two of Swords. Like, this is here, I think when it comes to you, like you hear me say, needing that divinity or some sense of support or honesty, you want somebody to say it for you. But it's kind of like you want somebody to say it for you. And especially with the Queen's reverse, it's kind of like you probably need an essence of momager, mom coming in, that motherly like instance and understanding to say, you get me. Can you just say this? Like, you just want somebody to stand up to the bad guy. And the bad guy may not be as bad, but it could be the bad decisions that you make in a sense of being aware. Because this is truth being highlighted about the things that goes on with you, behind your back, around you, or substances or situations with people. It's kind of like you get it. But this is the Seven of Wands though. Like, this is it. You want to take a stand, but I'm telling you, it's kind of like you want somebody to come in to be that. To conquer, to defeat it. But this is you. I say you want someone to help you. Oh, this is so nice. It's kind of like a hopeless romantic. This kind of gives me that energy of 50 Shades of Grey. Look at that Page of Cups. But this is the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Cups. That's being honest. It's not being honest about certain friendships or certain people and certain connections you're trying to make or certain things you have done to cut off. That's that cut off type of energy. I'm not happy, so I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to do this. Like that type of energy. Because this is my new form of this. But that's what I say. It's kind of like you want somebody to come in and be the the stand up to the bullies for you. It's kind of like, yeah, I just need you to stand up. You know how like you can call on this sibling, that person. You want that person to come in your life and be this, so you can feel emotionally whole. But at the same time, even if you're not it and it's coming in because the karmic is balanced, you gotta accept it, because it's not gonna be the part of you that you are yet. It's the person that you're aspiring or emotionally trying to get to. Okay. So on that note, you guys, I am gone. So let me see where I end this video at. Where this 33